ahead, Pedro.
I'm Lisa.
Spread on out. You guys just spread out.
Where do we want
Got
to
it
go?
all
Green, it's all green grass. No ants to worry about.
Does everybody have a partner?
So switch hands, left hand, right hand. Tap the head. And the reason why we're tapping everyone, right, is because you have to train as you're gonna fight. If you're always pulling your tap, when something happens, you're never gonna ever touch them. I guarantee you're never gonna touch them. That's why Grandmaster was talking about that. When you're here, and you're touching here, you gotta touch, not hurt, just touch. Get used to that physical touch. That when you're with someone here, right? Touch and then the touch. Okay. So hit right hand, left hand. No, left hand, right hand. Kind of go back and forth.
So remember, it's open hand, bare paw. Open hand, bare paw. Open hand, bare paw. So you're touching the eyes, then touching the throat. Touching the eyes, touching the throat. Touching the eyes, touching the throat. And regardless where it's from. Just to use an example, if I was to go, now, here's what I want you to do. You're going to touch as fast as you can. As soon as I reach here, you're going to touch with your forehead, and then just go like that. So one hand's going to go here, this hand's just going to go, boop, and the other hand's going to go. Okay? As if it was this. Right? Ready? Boom. That's really good. So that's what I want you to do. As the partner, you're just going to reach, and as soon as you go to touch you, as soon as you're making that intent, you're obviously trying to hurt me. No one grabs him by the top of the head and say, hey, let's go get some ice cream. And shake them out like this, or go and reach me. Ponytail, same thing. If I drag my ponytail and I start dragging around, it's going to be too late. So the second I even get my hand on here, that first hand, you have to beat right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
Okay, now we go. There you go. As soon as the move goes, if you get eye throw, eye throw, eye throw. And then as soon as she goes to throat, groin, top of the foot, right? Yes. That's what it is. The problem with that is when you start missing with things like this, you're getting jams everywhere. This one here, I've never seen someone jam. It's just, there's 30 things you can use, from 1 being the best to 30. So we're going to try to use 1, 2, and 3 of those. You get to a situation where all things are unavailable to you or anything else, you can always use recoil tie.
Just like this.
Kind
of like a bear paw or bear
one of the
claw.
best is probably
Bear claw.
and this. Very hard to hurt yourself.
Go
The worst thing
right in
is
here. It's a nice soft target. Right all
it's
up.
easy not to hurt. Even if you get caught up
And the eyes are all
shoulder,
open.
you get caught up in clothes.
Right, so these are
And
got all those little digits going all those eyes. Yes, remember, so you're going to start by reaching for your head, you got the back. As soon as you feel that, you're going to tap right in the forehead, and tap right there.
Here, they do it like this, or the chin,
So you go on, yeah.
they're having way too much fun.
Yeah, you're gonna watch me seriously when I have this. Although that starts
Guys, girls, and those of you, I always say guys, I mean girls, sorry. Use guises. Alright, this came up a couple of times, so instead of having to address it 6 times individually, this is a good technique to do something. Okay, but if you take your hands and you put them up naturally, like the easiest way to punch is this way. Not this way, because that takes work, and not the vertical punch for Jeet Kune Do. Because when you walk, most people don't walk like this or like this. If you look at most people in a natural walk, if they were to close their hands and just bring them straight up with no movement at all, that's the position you're going to be in, slightly off. It's the same thing with your thumb. Your thumb, this is not a normal position. This is a normal position. So to do this technique takes work. You can feel as you turn this tightening up. Because of that, if I'm a little off and I go to use it and their chin comes down, right, their chin is much harder than my thumb. I'm probably going to jam my thumb or break my thumb. Not that it's not a bad technique. If it lands, it works. If it doesn't land, you get hurt. This one, if it lands, it works. If it doesn't land, it doesn't land. So to make things, I'm trying to get the highest reward for what I'm going to use. So least risk, highest reward. This is less of a risk, higher reward than this. Again, not that this wouldn't work, but this is easier and much more effective. So may as well go with that. Because again, oh, can we learn both? You can waste your time all you want, but what I'm telling you is, why am I going to teach you a good way and a fair way to do something? I'm just going to teach you the good ways to take the fair ones and throw them out. If you're gonna come to class 3 days a week for 2 hours, we'll show you a plethora of things. But because you're gonna do this and bring everything down to the lowest common denominator, use the techniques that are the most effective. There are other ones that work, but we're not gonna use the 8s and the 7s and the 6s from a 1 to 10. We're gonna try and use the 9s and 10s. The ones that are gonna give the most risk, the most reward with the least amount of risk. Okay? So yes, this does work. You find yourself in a situation, you can slam your hand into his throat, but this is kind of soft versus soft. Where this here, as soon as you hit, you're gonna get the response you want. Okay? So go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so the hand you use doesn't matter as much. You're gonna have a hand that actually has to be there. Yeah. So what would you again, like I said, open your hand. So and you were just to grab my pen.
So let's go for what kind of the reaction is. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start reaching up through there as soon as.
So you go with your natural instinct as opposed to overthinking. What we want this to be is instinctual. We don't want it to be, what am I gonna do and planning all this
Right there.
stuff.
There you go.
So just my instinct.
Yep. Can't stand it. Anytime you see this, you can't not, right? That's why it's a great one. Even if you don't even think about
Yeah, and so that's why you practice.
size,
Then you get that muscle memory. So what if you be the aggressor?
yeah, so you're still touching forehead. Yeah, you get okay, so forehead, right now, forehead right there. As soon as she reaches out.
You just do, we'll do what works. Yeah.
Try to go inside.
Different between this and this. That's why when you make a punch, I make a punch like this. Look at the difference between how that looks. See how that looks just round already? This is a better way. Look how much tougher, looks like a brick versus that. I never make a punch like that. I make a punch like this, my bare paws, there we go. You squeeze this, so that way, if you slip, this is gonna hurt too. So no matter what you hit with that, that's like another little nudge. Alright, ladies. When you make a fist, you see how everybody's always been told wrap your finger around here, and that's why boxers constantly have they call boxers fractures, this, that, and the other. Look at this. Now what looks, just think, tougher, more solid, more rigid? This or this? You see that? Look how that looks. You're taking this like it was a detonator versus this, how it's rounded off. You're already gonna twist things off and hurt. This is the proper way to punch. In Kempo, that was the way I was taught to punch. It's a more solid punch. You can feel it's more solid here because you're taking some of your energy and wrapping it as opposed to just putting it right here and directing it. So the same thing when you do your bare paw, make it like that. Don't leave your thumb in here. See how it starts to round off? Put it right to the side. When you make a fist like this. Because also if you go to punch, you can use this little edge here to get into the corner of things, as opposed to just having it wrapped there. So you have that little to go into.
Too far
That's a good range.
Right here. There you go. And then close the rest of it like this to make a fist, and like this to make that. There you go. So as long as it's you just don't want it hanging out or wrapped under. Don't want it hanging out or wrapped under. Okay? All right, let's go on to the next one.